Thank you so much for the sub. You've missed this the past few weeks. Yeah, last weekend we didn't have any Kuso6rande. Had License-a-thon and also People Need a Break-a-thon. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Anyways, that was definitely rad music, Carol Z, but you know what's radder? Shuffle on over. Shuffle on over, wiggle those hips, okay? Swing, swing. Because we've got a game reveal for everybody. Yeah, that's right. Every reveal here comes with both a GM as well as a game. Who could be giving it? Well, let's go ahead and say it is our good friend with a little bit of a change, Flannel Cat. Meow. Yeah. Flannel Cat, I hope... I actually know that she is doing dishes right now. Oh my gosh, Clades, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Mucho appreciated. Yeah. How much money did People Need a Break-a-thon raise? Unfortunately, not much. It's a good marathon. Yeah, anyways, Cat is a little bit occupied with those dishes there. So let's go ahead and... I think we can go ahead and just take a look at the reflection in the dish. Ooh, I see a lot more blonde than expected. But it still looks like Cat. Oh, you know what? I do see some witches. I do see... Don't really see burgers. I see vampires. Oh no, I know exactly what I'm seeing in Cat's reflection in the dishes. It wasn't Cat at all, it was Buffy! Buffy the Vampire Slayer for GBA. Now everybody, we've had this in Kuso6rande once before. Once in the past, and it actually got tubin-binned. However, there is a pro to this because, as it turns out, Cat is kind of the world record holder and actually knows how to score this. Yeah, that was back in Kuso6rande where things were a little less standardized, let's say, and a little bit more chaotic. Oh, they were good times. They were good times. Just not like we were good at scoring times because it was mostly just me. Seriously though, oh, Kuso6rande, it's been years. It's been 4 years. Holy crap. It still blows my mind that we've been doing Kuso6rande this long at this point, you know. We're on the 6th year, having a lot of fun, still working on like getting most things together, but we're definitely better than we used to be, considering that we have a lot of volunteers these days. Thank you so much, Cadis, for helping with a lot of the organization, as well as the GMs for playing through games, for seeing what makes them tick, for figuring out the best way to score them. It is a huge amount of help. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Buffy, though, Buffy herself needs no help. The game needs a little bit of help, but Buffy doesn't, okay? Just so y'all know, okay? Oh my gosh, I love the show Buffy, though, okay? I also like to say that Buffy is a show that is made by several people, and I am willing to love a show that hundreds of artists contributed to. Not only that, but oh my gosh, I finally got through the final season, and wouldn't you know it, I don't want to spoil Buffy for everybody, okay? This is like one of the things that I care about the most. I thought somebody died in the show, okay? And like, I told Justin there's this big spoiler that I know that I've known for like all my life, because my sister and my mother talked about it. Yeah, it turned out that I guess I imagined that, and the character didn't die. So, yeah. That was really the best way to surprise myself, that somebody survived. Because I totally thought it was a spoiler the entire time. Oh, good old Buffy. You know, the best surprises come from the surprises that you give yourself, especially when they're able to be surprises, you know? Oh my gosh, but yeah, I'm all for Buffy, okay? It's amazing. If you haven't ever watched the show, I highly recommend it. It starts off extremely campy and then turns to be campy, but like campy good, and then it gets dramatic, and then it's a good show. Yeah, that's about it. That's my assessment there. If you think at all you would like it, you might. Okay, anyways, that can be said about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the show, but about the game? I don't know. You haven't seen the last season, Garfield. I feel like the last season actually does help to wrap things up. I enjoyed it. I feel like it was a worthwhile watch. I also sometimes tend to not see some of the later seasons when it comes to shows. I still haven't seen the final episode of Battlestar Galactica, and everybody says that's okay. You know? Well, let me go ahead and check the audio to see how it is. Well, it sounds like Buffy. We've got 3 Buffys and 1 Darkman. What are they doing here? Bye, Psycha, thank you, by the way, for the sub there.
Don't ping me or anything.
Oh, you said you were going to show up right at 7 o'clock.
I got done with the dishes. Well, okay, wow, that means you listened. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, let me go ahead and turn you up a little bit. You're just a little bit quiet on my side. Why is Polterghost playing Darkman? Who would play Darkman?
I can't give you the answer to that one. That's a mystery to me too.
Yeah, I'd prefer to to keep that a mystery, because Darkman is not the best game in the world. Who wouldn't play Darkman? Me. Anybody.
How'd the game reveal go? Was it excellent?
Oh, they loved it. Yeah, they're like, heck yeah, Buffy.
Yeah, I had a feeling Buffy would go over well. Then I realized I'm talking to the stream at this point too. Hi, stream.
Hello, stream. Yes. We've got Flannel here. Your name has shifted a little bit, but that is completely fine. Always good to have a little bit of a change in identity.
I love it. It's such a cool name, and I've built like a layout around it that's got like this nice flannel background and everything, and it's just really like, not to just talk about how cool I am, but 10 out of 10 like Twitch everything.
Yeah. You're pretty cool, okay?
Hey,
you've got a burger.
Wow. Thank you so much for essential. I think you're pretty cool
What?
too.
Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, you're cool.
I'm gonna get a water so I can actually talk through this. So like 2 seconds.
Go get water. Yeah. Well, everybody, as a quick reminder, especially for those who may be new here, Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, pits people against each other for 1 hour to see who can make the most progress. And it looks like all of the players are ready, so I'm gonna do the countdown in Discord. 1 hour is what they have, and whoever manages to make the most progress at any given point takes the victory. So let's go ahead and see. As soon as I see movement in the first stage for any of the players, I will start our timer. Oh my gosh. Oh, the pictures, they make me so happy. Okay.
Ready to watch, look at, and talk about Buffy.
Yeah, I love Buffy. Okay, absolutely amazing.
I know we've talked about that. Like, you super love Buffy, and you know, like, just gonna throw it out there. There'll be some Buffy memories in this game.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. The last time that we had this on Kuso6rande was before I had watched the entire show. Now that I have, I will definitely recall a lot more. Ooh, Tetsuya, death by lightly being burned.
Yeah, that pit there is real mean, and it's there just to specifically punish you if you're going a little bit too fast.
Yeah, so people are asking what the previous scoring issue was for Kuso6rande, and I believe that the main issue we ran into was that this game later on has branching paths, and I did not know the game well enough. And simply put, I was pretty much doing everything by myself at that point, so I'm like, it's a draw!
That's that Kuso6rande memories.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Branching paths in this video game, they do exist. They happen. What you may not know probably is like there is an NPC, I think it's an NPC you talk to. It's not quite clear that when you talk to him, you theoretically like you rescue this person, and now all of a sudden you're on a different path of the video game. It's not very clear where that person is or what they do, or, you know, that they'll even send you on another path. And it took me until after I had this world record in this video game. And eventually I'm doing a practice run and suddenly realize, where am I? Like, I have never seen this stage before in my life.
Yeah.
And then that was the day I learned that this game had branching paths.
That is really funny. By the way, I forgot to tell people in chat to spam emotes, so they're coming right now. All of the awesome ladies, all of the awesome emotes here. It's fantastic. And thank you as well for starting the prediction for who will win, somebody on the left or somebody on the right. Yeah, you used to have the world record for this game, right?
Yes.
So what's the main challenge in the game? What do you think players are going to struggle with first?
So the first struggle is more or less going to be like, how the heck do you efficiently fight anything? And like you can get into combat and fight things without getting hit pretty easily, but more or less you're going to spam just like the kick move, and the kick move is there for you and it's there to help you.
No.
Then after,
oh my gosh. So I think that fire there, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've had game overs. I'm pretty sure what you have to do is flip all of the switches first before the fire goes away, right?
It's the fire I'm thinking of. There's one that should be timing and one that should be a bunch of switches that you need to hit.
Yeah, I see 3 switches.
I promised everyone different, like the same music for a long time, but now Tetsuya is here with different music, and now they're just going to call me a liar.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. This music is not as good. Oh, we're in the museum, though. Is this the museum where one of the kids stole, like, the artifact that ended up bringing back some ancient immortal being? Could be.
It's Buffy, and it's a museum, so...
Oh, yeah, they have one museum in the show. Okay, so yes, it is.
God, I love... So one of the bigger challenges in this game is just figuring out what the heck your items do. And people are figuring out the wood stakes, okay, but they're also just like... I just watched Poltergeist use like 6 wood stakes to kill 2 vampires. And, you know, any of us who have ever fought a vampire in this world knows that, like, that's not efficient. That's not efficient at all.
Yeah, there's not enough trees in the world to kill all those vampires that way. So what do you recommend doing?
So you keep kicking and punching them, or in a good world, you kick them a lot. And eventually they will fall down, and when they're on the ground, you can just stake them, and then they die immediately. That's your go-to maneuver here.
It's not super obvious if you haven't done that before, but yeah, it's absolutely the way to go. Knock them down, then stake in the heart. Or anywhere, I guess. Okay, the Rurik is past the time to fire. The thing is, like, the fire stays around just a little bit longer than it feels like it needs to.
Did Tetsuya go backwards? I'm confused how Tetsuya's back in the first stage.
I don't know.
But okay, sure. I did give everyone a heads up that you absolutely have to save your game after every stage, because that's going to avoid the game from becoming untrackable. It tells you what stage you've made it to every time. And maybe they went back for more lives or something. I don't know. Lives don't help you out much in this game, honestly, though. There was an Anya reference, yeah.
Oh, yeah. did Xander call Willow Anya? He would never make that mistake. Absolutely would never make that mistake. He might accidentally call Anya Willow.
I think they were talking about movies or something in that cutscene. I've never like read the. Wait, what is happening here? Oh, this is stage 3. Never mind. It just looks identical to 1.
Yeah, I mean it really does. Oh my gosh, grabbing onto that ladder. The thing is, like, I actually think this game is pretty fun. It's janky.
It's awesome.
It's very janky, absolutely. But it's got a decent amount of variety. It's actually kind of challenging. Like, Bendy Human died right there.
I'm making everyone play on hard because I think it's a little too easy if you don't. It's going to make them actually learn how to use combat and get through things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the steam knocking Tetsuya back.
You cannot jump that steam. It's not going to happen.
Does it eventually go away, or? Oh, Tetsuya learned how to use the stake. Very nice.
First went for the legs first, and I don't think the vampire heart is in the legs, but we tried. But now there's that switch there that turns the steam off up by the side.
The good old leg heart. You know?
Leg heart.
Good old
my
leg
favorite.
Heart. To be fair, okay, yeah, in Buffy, they actually do have multiple cases where vampires get staked, but it's not through the heart, and so they don't die. Most notably, this happens a lot to Spike.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You can't kill your Spike character. Oh, kicked in the head. Oh no.
Oh, a talisman. Uh-oh, yeah, you do not want to lose talismans. That was like one entire story arc in what season of Buffy? Like season 4? Something like that?
I've told you I've never really watched Buffy.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm sorry. I know I've seen the last episode. I have seen I've seen the musical, obviously, because, you know, everyone's seen the musical episode.
Okay, and you better have seen The Gentleman.
They will be appearing in this video game.
Okay.
Not to get you excited, but I don't know who they are. Other than floating people who apparently maybe they don't like noise.
Possibly one of the best episodes in Buffy, and what I highly recommend people watch in order to get excited for the rest of the show. It's very, very good. I do like the musical episode. It's definitely a lot. I'm trying to think. It's a ridiculous episode that they have towards the end of the series. I'd say that around that point in the show, it's a lot more serious than it is earlier on. Which to say that the musical episode and that part of the show is more serious is saying quite a bit, because that is not a serious episode.
Yeah, no, it's definitely there for just, you know, entertaining the audience, and, you know, you get all the staff members together and say, hey, does everyone want to like sing?
Oh yeah,
and, you know, let's go. It's like the Supernatural musical episode.
Oh yeah, the episode I recommend is called Hush.
Yeah. So, I know that name. People talk about Hush a lot.
You need to go watch it. Like,
I think I will.
Not right at this. Well, maybe right at this moment.
Yep. Sorry, Rosentia. Good luck with the rest of this. I'm gonna go watch Hush, and I'll report back in 40 minutes.
Honestly, I would be okay with that.
Dude, I'm just gonna miss out on the chance to spend an hour with the one and only Rosentia.
Oh my gosh! Buffy's more important than me. Come on.
I mean, that's fine. Sarah Michelle Gellar's pretty rad.
Yeah.
My sister, like, absolutely loved Buffy for a long time, and just like Sarah Michelle Gellar was like her idol for a long time. Yeah. And she finally got to meet her, and they took a picture together, and it's like the nicest photo in the world. And like, she was so excited, and she was such a wonderful person too.
That's really good to hear. You know, you never really know until you meet them or hear people's stories. I'm trying to think. Okay. Buffy also has probably the most realistic episode dealing with death that I've ever seen in any show ever. And it is like, oh geez, it's extremely well written, it's very sad, but also in ways that you wouldn't expect. I would completely recommend But you know, you don't really feel the gravity of that specific episode
Yeah,
until
need to
you
get
watch
there.
like the first 4 seasons. Yeah, absolutely is stellar. It's stellar.
Did that involve her mother?
I'm
something?
not saying who it
Okay.
involved. Hello, I'm trying to
Okay.
avoid spoilers as much as possible.
Sorry. I was just trying to. I've seen a select bunch of smattering of episodes here, so.
So, question: does this game have fall damage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I think it does.
People
It's been a
are
long
asking
time.
if the Buffy movie is worth watching. I've heard that it's worth it, but I still haven't seen it. And the movie
old
comes before the episodes. Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Rick!
It's super campy. Like they didn't have any plans for a series or anything at that point.
Oh yeah.
That's a Christy Swanson vehicle, right? I think.
I don't
Is that her
know.
name? But it's, what is it, the same town and kind of like the same idea, but you know, you're not gonna, none of those are connected really, other than like, oh yeah, it's still this place.
Yeah. Also,
It's a very silly movie.
that's awesome. I do love how the show, like, there's so many shows that I see a child character show up, and I'm like, oh, that child character is immune because they're a child. They can't die from anything. But not in Buffy. Everybody could be a victim. Everybody could die.
Oh no.
Yeah, nobody
everyone
is
to
safe
die.
in Sunnydale. Well, that's why you're a witch, right? You have, like, any immortality spells or...
I don't think it works that way.
Oh,
But
Tetsuya's in a bonus stage.
yeah, you can't really avoid the well, yeah, no, you can't really avoid the bonus stages. You really, the best you can do is try to get through them as quickly as possible, and if you want, you can get an extra life at the end of each one.
Yeah.
Like, there's
okay,
the different
there we go.
options of where to
Tetsuya's
fall.
through.
And you can fall in certain spots to get different items out of it, but here's our first boss.
Uh-oh. Just so everybody knows,
Is
we're
it-
talking about Tetsuya,
I don't know who this is.
guy with torn clothes.
Cool. I gave the players a warning about the quit game or quit to main menu thing on the inventory screen. 'Cause it does not confirm if that's what you want to do. It just dumps you out and says, "Okay, here's the menu then."
By the way, I want you to talk to me about what the controls are in this game.
Okay, so A and B, one of them will kick and one of them will jump. I'm not sure which one's which, and that's not that important. Because, you know, all you really need is kick at the end of the day.
Oh, that could be Angel fighting Buffy. I wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, A and B, punch and kick.
I think that is Angel. In the one time I watched through the things, 'cause he started as a villain, right? Throw the holy water.
He
Yeah.
started as a good guy.
Oh. Bosses in this game suck. And that's going to be one of the hardest parts playing on hard, is
okay,
figuring
so-
out how to fight bosses.
This FAQ, by the way, is saying that it's Natas Feros who you're fighting right here. And
Okay. I don't know who that is. But okay.
yeah, I'm trying to remember who that... I don't know who it is either. Yeah, it's definitely a vampire. I mean, there is the King of the Undead or the King of the Underworld or something,
Isn't
and
that
it
an
might be...
early season villain? Like, I remember specifically seeing that in season, or hearing about that in season 1.
I'm really
No.
trying to, like, I'm not seeing anything in Buffy the Vampire Slayer lore about this character. Buffy
Okay.
villains. Let me
Well,
see if I can
they're
find
dead
a
now.
list.
And now they're talking about the gentleman.
Yeah, the gentlemen are definitely
That
creepy.
early Allison Hannigan is just like, wow, you don't look like that at all anymore. Like, because, you know, people change.
By the way, she also plays Lily on How I Met Your Mother, aka the show that we all hate. Ted's dumb. Ted's dumb.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
He's the actual worst. I love that show, though, and I really I'm afraid to watch it again Because what if it doesn't hold up? How long is this game? The world record's about 38, 40 something minutes. I don't have the world record by a second. Like a literal second. So I'm so proud of the person that picked it up because they watched it when I ran it at BBG. And then she's like, oh, it's fun, and just kind of picked it up and kind of beat it on all 3 difficulties, has a run on all 3 difficulties now, and they all vary. Like there's different strats on each one. And
I love that.
Really, really good moves, like optimize the boss fights in ways that I didn't do, and like it's just really proud of her for those.
Yeah, okay, so I'm looking through all of this, all of the villains, and there is not one that correlates with the boss at the end of the first set of levels in this Buffy game. However, it's probably just a slightly stronger than average vampire. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good first boss for Buffy, like a stronger than average vampire.
Which she has a few of those. Buffy literally fights Dracula at one point.
I love that episode.
Wait,
it's so good.
That episode is really good. I mean, after I believe it's the first episode of season 5, something like that. It's the first episode of one of the seasons, and after a super dramatic end to the previous season, having a Dracula episode to start us off, it's so good.
Anytime like a vampire show that takes itself in the slightest takes itself serious in the slightest way, brings in an episode about a really campy Dracula, I love it. It's one of my favorite tropes.
It's good.
And now, like, these enemies that are on Tetsuya's screen, they're not vampires. They just you can kill them by punching them a lot. Okay. And eventually they just get away from like a lot of the enemies being vampires. So the part where you just like kick them in the head 6 times and you're good.
Technically, those are guys wearing straitjackets, and they're flailing, and like the arms from the straitjackets flail around. I'm not exactly sure what they are. It never fully explains, but yeah, they're a little bit creepy. Not as creepy as the actual gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the guy with the horn looks like he's probably they're probably a troll of some sort.
In my head, I keep thinking Gangrel, but no, that's not a Buffy thing. Like that's just a masquerade thing.
Yeah. Baruch demon. Okay, it might be. I'm trying to remember what a Baruch demon is.
You're the encyclopedia today. Sorry,
I'm working on figuring this out. Yeah.
God, we've got so people are fighting our first boss. I hope y'all love that Buffy got a wardrobe change, which happens in every like act of the game.
Okay, so I didn't find the Baruch demon, but I found the ugliest demon in Buffy. Let me go ahead and share that with all of you. His name is Balthazar. And I'll put it on screen, okay? Give me a second here.
Well, I gotta pull up twitch.tv/ProSencha then.
Yeah, you do. I guess.
I mean, I'm watching your streams. I've got your chat open. I'll look forward to this sweet, sweet content on your specific channel that's exclusive to twitch.tv/ProSencha.
Well, there you go. There's Balthazar. Look at this tub.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a character.
Yeah. Little gross, okay?
Slightly. But you know, I'm not here to shame anybody.
You know, it makes me think of Dale the Whale on the show Monk, and that was played by Tim Curry, so he was like the best villain. But he looked a lot like Balthazar here.
Nice. I think there's gonna be. Is this the cutscene? No.
By the way, Bendy Human and Polterghost are both making some good progress. Polterghost stream is choppy. That's just sometimes what we get to deal with. It's fine.
Polterghost said that they're streaming off of a hotel Wi-Fi or something, or their cell phone hotspot. So, we get what we get.
I'm streaming hotel Wi-Fi. Oh no. Yeah.
And, that's
everybody, this stream has been brought to you by the Marriott. The 4G,
Marriott
we can do worse. No, there's no Marriott
sponsorship. Is that supposed to be Xander in the red that gives you items everywhere? I feel like they identify him once, and then he just kind of... He's like, oh, here, have a crossbow, and then transforms into a crossbow.
I haven't seen Xander. I haven't seen that. You gotta point it out next time they show up.
He's at the end of literally every single stage, so you'll see him at some point. Trying to push this. We want to push this this bed over to hit that switch. The wheels will turn. They'll get it.
There wasn't one at the end of Bendy Humans. Oh, I guess that wasn't the end of the stage. Okay. So the Rurik is starting to make progress now. He had a little bit of a hard time starting, but now he's definitely going. Tetsuya in a hospital, gonna have a good sleep. Oh, JK, just hit the switch. It's fine.
Take a nap and just let the day go by.
Turns out Boulder's weaknesses are smaller boulders. Yep.
Buffy doesn't open doors normally. This is just high-pitched all day.
Asking what makes this game bad, and let me tell you the thing that made me the angriest about this game. That could be Xander. I hope it's Jonathan, though. Jonathan is a much better character than Xander.
Okay. I don't know anything about Jonathan. I know, like, Adam, I think.
Okay, Adam is probably... I thought he was a dumb villain. I didn't care for Adam.
He's like the robot man or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what makes this game particularly bad? The jump button is R.
Yep. Jump button is R.
It's not extremely why it's bad, but it doesn't help it in any way.
No, that makes it a bit of a struggle. Although, there is a roguelite that I've played that really the only way to play it is to have jump be R. And I've tried not having it that way, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I hate the control system, but it's the only way to play it. Or, maybe they could have redesigned some of the aspects of the game, but,
Your strat on the boss here. The boss is just facing the wrong way. He's got him locked and kicking him in the back of the head, and occasionally players are finding the combo buttons. And, you can do combos in this move, and that's when Buffy, flashes pink and does a cool move.
Ooh.
Don't. They're bad. They're awful. They barely ever hit.
By the way, it looks like the person at the end of the levels, per this FAQ I'm reading, are generic civilians that you're saving. Which makes sense. That's sort of your job as the Slayer. Save people, make sure that they don't die.
So just random beflanneled people that we're saving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. Thanks, I was a gunner. Here's a crossbow.
Chat is definitely being pretty direct here. Jonathan, if it were Jonathan, he probably wouldn't be helping as much, except for that episode where Jonathan is literally the best. And by literally, I mean literally.
I can dig it.
That's the plot of the episode. He's the best.
He's just the best?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe it.
I don't want to spoil that episode for anybody who hasn't seen it, but it's so good. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I don't recall Sunnydale having any, rope bridges in it. But maybe I wasn't paying attention to Sunnydale, Maybe
by
I
the old quarry, by the old plant, by the haunted house.
I mean, there's
the gentleman on a single frame.
There's the factory. I understand Tetsuya's probably in the abandoned factory at this point. At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah, they're in chapter 2 on the way to the gentleman.
Jesus the Frog, I 100% agree with you in chat. The main message of this stream is that you all should go watch Buffy.
It's homework that Brosencha has given me a long time ago, and maybe one day I'll get up to it. Oh, also fun fact with this video game, you can combine items in your inventory.
Cat,
So if you've got the cross... Oh, go ahead.
it has one of the best lesbian characters. Come on.
Big fan of lesbian characters.
Yeah. One of the first, I think it was the first on-screen same-sex kiss. Yeah. And not only that, but it's not like a stereotypical on-screen kiss either. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I thought it was a long time ago, but okay. Well, I guess this would be a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, okay? There are still flaws with some of the writing that happens, but I feel like the good that came out of Buffy far outweighs the bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I'm with it. Oh yeah, Chad has noticed that Buffy has a very effective vampire killing weapon, the laser rifle.
To be fair, one of her boyfriends does get some high-tech weapons at one point, so I could see that. That completely works.
Like a government angle in that somewhere, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole organization. Or I think it was something different. I don't know. Like an organized government-style vampire hunting group of some sort.
Yeah, it is government organized, and for some reason it's just college students in it.
Yeah.
You know, because why not exploit the undergrads?
It's need jobs.
Yeah, Jesus is completely right. The initiative. College students are cheap labor, absolutely.
Please.
1927. Okay, keeper of the
29,
art.
27.
But was it a romantic kiss? Okay. Apparently the first same-sex kiss, was in 2927. I feel like we're pulling a Jeremy Bearimy here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
That's from a completely different show. Don't worry about it.
Watch that show, too. That was an amazing show.
The Good Place. The Good Place. It's on Netflix. Everybody, if you haven't watched that, watch that. I would actually probably recommend that at the moment more than Buffy, because Buffy is 7 seasons and The Good Place is 4, so it's a lot faster to watch.
It's easier to digest and it's easier to follow what's going on, but it's such a genuine and sweet and good and well done show, and you should watch it.
Actually, I don't know. Buffy's not really hard to follow. It's very easy. They're bad guys, you kill them.
There are bad guys and we kill them.
Yeah.
Buffy
yeah,
the Vampire Slayer, roll credits. My lovely fiance has brought me a plate of pasta, and I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh. Well, good. Give your fiance a high five for that.
Elliot, come back. I need to give you a high five. I need to give you a high five.
Just so people know, this
Chef.
was developed by Natsume, you know, the company that made the Harvest Moon games, yeah. Which I can see a little Harvest Moon in this. It's more like harvesting souls, but
Harvesting moon souls.
maybe they moon you. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. A high five has been delivered, by the way.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm happy about that.
Oh, me too.
Oh my gosh. So there's one episode in Buffy that I love watching it and then looking at the reviews because they're like, oh, Willow and... Why can't I remember her name? Oh my gosh.
It's what's her face? Her girlfriend, right?
Yeah, her girlfriend, Tara.
Oh,
yeah.
feeling Tara. Yeah.
Tara completely skipped my mind. Like, you know, they're sitting there and they do magic together and it's so, you know, the connection is so pure and they're such amazing friends. And I'm like, that's not friendship that I'm seeing there. That is totally showing them get... Yeah. Yeah, that is not even subtle. what is going on here with the relationship. But the reviewer's like, oh, the friendship, the bond, it was so pure and magical. And it's like, I mean, it was magical. Did you see the giant, like, beam of light as well as Willow's face? Yeah, I did.
It's those things that, like, the queers pick up on that, you know, like...
Yeah, the straights are like, oh, they're so connected. And I'm like, they gay.
Yeah, it's like Sailor Moon and the two gay characters being cousins in the US version, initially. It's like, oh no, they're not dating, they're cousins. So now, you know, like...
Yeah, okay.
That passed for nothing. Yeah, Sailor Uranus and Neptune. Look, it's not Mercury, I don't care. Although those two are amazing.
Hey, yeah, I know the chat is bringing up one of the creators. There were hundreds of people who worked on Buffy and hundreds of contributors, so I can go ahead and still love the show because hundreds of artists put effort into it, not just one person. So there you go. That's my feeling.
It ran for 7 years. One person put their time into it? That's a lot.
Oh my gosh, one whole person.
Bendy just picked up a book. And I think that book sets you on the path that I'm used to.
Okay, chat has really clarified me that maybe there are a few other kisses before... Fine, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but how many featured Allison Hannigan? Checkmate.
Exactly.
Look, I mean, I grew up like looking at Allison Hannigan in movies. She was an idol and amazing.
Yeah. Also, like I really love the character Tara, and I remember my mother not really liking her and my sister not really liking her, and I think it's just because she's a very non-typical character. The way that I read the show watching is it's heavily implied that she's on the spectrum in the show. I don't think they ever outright say it, but as soon as, like, you know, it just really clicked and completely was cool to have a romantic character at that time like Tara. Like, it was not what TV ever had. Ever. Yeah.
No, that's good. Like, that's especially not just, like, not serialized. What's the opposite of serialized?
One-offs?
I think that's what serialized is, isn't it? Or am I thinking of this backwards? I don't know. No, I'm thinking of a different term, but just like an actual story going on in the thing. Like, you don't get a lot of...
Like, sometimes it'll happen in, like, one episode, instead of being something that goes on throughout an entire show. And yeah, that went on multiple seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't, that arc could have ended better, probably, but...
I actually think it ended pretty okay. Like, you know, I'm just thinking of the entire show. I don't think there was any, like, there were some things that I was like, but what you're thinking of is not the end of the arc.
Okay.
There's more.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And yeah, you'll... Oh, wait, never mind. I know what you're talking about. Never mind. Okay. The end of that arc is the typical, stereotypical, this is what you do with characters who you're really trying to get people to feel something about. Yeah, yep. I kind of agree, but at least it lasted a long time.
Yeah, I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm glad we even got it in the first place, because you should be always asking for more with that kind of representation, but still, it was good. And it was happy, and like, it was a thing that didn't exist too much in media in the early 90s.
Yeah, I would say, if anything, Buffy started the crappy trend of that specific ending for a gay or lesbian character. And I can appreciate them not falling into the stereotype because it didn't really exist before Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
But they created the stereotype. Ugh.
Poltergeist is fighting the gentleman now.
Hey, Tetsuya is on to a dramatic music area here. Yeah, so what do you have to do with the gentleman? It looks like Bendy's dealing with them too.
Yeah, Bendy's there, and Tetsuya will be there in a few seconds. The gentleman, what you do is just don't fight them. Get to the end. It's basically like an obstacle course almost. You just got to get to the end of it, fight the enemies along the way so the doors open. And then once you get to the end, you'll like push a barrel off a ledge, and it will fall on the ground and explode, and they'll start screaming, and their heads will explode.
Okay.
I think it's something about like noise. I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, the whole episode that this is based off of. I love that the gentlemen show up once in Buffy, and yet they're a main part of this, and there's a good reason. That episode is freaking awesome, okay? Absolutely terrifying.
People talk about Hush.
Yeah, Hush.
Like, legendarily. And to the point that I know about Hush.
Those watching, if you've never seen the episode Hush, go watch it, okay? I believe Buffy is on Amazon Prime, which, by the way, you can subscribe to the channel if you have Amazon Prime and help support us. But yeah, absolutely worth watching. You should all go watch Hush.
It really is. It really is super rad. I think I've seen Hush, but I remember why it's good. So
yeah,
and that makes sense with Tempe saying that he studied that episode in English class once.
I feel like I didn't share that episode. I shared part of the episode about death with one of my classes, you know, because why not start just analyzing probably the biggest spoiler in the show, you know?
I tell them why this is important.
No, honestly, though, it was just so striking that it was something that people would be able to analyze all right and, you know, be able to see what's being done with it. Yeah, I love doing analysis. That's a paper that I try to teach every semester. I'm not teaching this semester, though, so everybody is free from my analyses. Did a head just explode in a GBA game? As a matter of fact, Blastinus, it did. And also, that did sound like the clip directly from the Hush episode when Buffy screams at the end.
Oops, I didn't mute myself. I said amazing a moment ago.
Yeah. I love that Chad is pointing that out as well.
We have yet another outfit change as well, so that's exciting. And Poltergeist.
That's actually really cool.
Poltergeist. I know that Poltergeist is dealing with rough internet issues. I have no idea if that stream is flipping at all right now.
Poltergeist always has rough internet issues, and if it's been downgraded to motel Wi-Fi, maybe not motel, maybe hotel Wi-Fi, but still, I can understand.
Yeah.
And don't worry, everybody, if Buffy the Vampire Slayer is not exactly your thing with this video game, we have 2 matches coming after this. We've got plenty of stuff for y'all.
Without spoiling anything, I really hope that one of our later GMs gets to give out the game that they wanted to give out, because it's the perfect game to go hand in hand with this. So we'll see if that happens.
I mean, I heard about that. No spoilers. No spoilers.
That's
not
not
gonna
spoiling.
spoil. Well, I'm not spoiling. Yeah. Somebody pointed out, by the way, the music here, and yeah, the music is pretty good in this game. We've got one of the people who worked on tons of games, like Shadow of the Ninja, Dragon Fighter, Amazing Penguin, I don't know what that is, Spanky's Quest, I hate that game, okay? I hate it.
That's one with the... I know that's the game with the monkey, but...
Oh, wait, is it?
Isn't it?
Oh,
Is
good. Okay, that's probably a game that is better than the one that I was thinking of. Okay.
I get Spanky's
Well,
Quest
never mind.
mixed up with the game that's in the Joe and Mac series that doesn't feature Joe and Mac.
How about the person who made the music for Castlevania, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Codeman mentioned earlier, that its music is from Kinuyo Yamashita.
I mean, there were 3 people who worked on the music, but yeah, he did part of that, which I can definitely hear sort of the Soten style stuff in here.
Yeah, there's
I mean, he
There's
didn't
some
do
good
Soten, but he
stuff.
did original Castlevania. Yeah, it's good.
original Castlevania though is like that's the bar back
Actually,
outset.
Mega Man X3 music, he also did that. Or she, I suppose.
she was
Okay,
in
thank you.
I think she was at MagFest a bunch of years back. I remember a concert performed by her.
Yeah, and thank you for correcting me, chat. By the way, Tetsuya appears to be on the level where paths start branching. As you can see, Bendy Human is on a dark version of this, and Tetsuya is on a light version.
Interesting. Well, it looks so far mostly the same. Well, one of them you enter the building on the left, I think. One of them you enter the building on the right. What they need to do here, they both have to do the exact same thing. Punch this window. You have to hold up and punch the window like a switch.
Yeah.
It is the first and only time this mechanic happens. So, we'll see.
Polterghost, unfortunately dying. Gonna have to start this section over. It looks like Rurik is trying to figure out what to do with this fight here, and I think you just need to kill Flailing Guy on the left, right?
Yep, you just gotta kill the basic enemies in the way. Chat's asking about what's the difference between light and dark, and so this building that we're in right now, or headed towards, is a slightly different layout in both routes, but you're more or less in the same place. I will say the route that Tetsuya's on is the one that I always end up on, and it's got the most heinous jump in the universe, and it's very exciting.
Polterghost is past the gentleman fight as well. Unfortunately, screen still stuttering, but that's just sort of how it goes at times. Rurik is trying to figure this out, and I think has figured out, yeah, let's kill that dude, and then maybe the gate will open. And it does, indeed.
You just gotta science it out. And what makes this game really generous about that is just, it has lives, but it's got a save system. So you always load on the stage you're on, and you don't respawn any closer when you load a save than if you used a life. So you basically have unlimited lives, which is kind of my favorite thing to give away to people. The game with unlimited lives.
Honestly, by the Game Boy Advance era, they usually were a lot kinder with checkpoints and such. Not always, but it definitely helped.
Well, you know, they know they're on a machine with limited battery. Also, when I mentioned you could punch the walls, and it's only that one time, I lied. You can punch the broken, like the boarded up areas here, and usually there's like health and stuff in there and items.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these giant guys wearing overalls. Freaking crap. Like,
They're the worst.
they're pretty bad.
When, you know, Tetsuya's the right idea of just move past them and get them behind a wall.
I mean, seriously, we're past overalls, okay? We don't need more overalls in fashion.
Mm-hmm. What's our
Unless you're
time
like
at
2
right
years
now?
old. Oh, we're 44 minutes into this. We're right towards the end.
I have a feeling these two are going to meet up somewhere when this path starts to merge again.
I think
Otherwise,
you're probably
they're-
right, yeah.
Because I know last time this is probably exactly what happened with this exact thing here. But Tetsuya got into this level first. I know that. That's probably going to be whoever reached the number level first is going to be the victor there if they get to the same stage. I don't know, Bendy Human's moving past.
Okay, people here are saying that I'm wrong about overalls, and no, I'm not. No. Let me just go ahead and say, I have seen full-grown adults in basically overalls, and that's it. And that's not really something that's attractive.
I will say, my lovely sweet fiance has an overall outfit that's to die for. But usually, yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, well, I need to see this overall outfit so that I can appreciate the art of the overall.
The art.
The art of the overall.
Yeah, both players are in a point where they need to punch a wall, probably.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna have to figure that out. But, you know, these are two different levels, but they are very similar.
It's true. It's true.
I will say Tetsuya's round has the worst jump.
Polterghost is starting to get cut up as well. The Rurik, figuring this level out, you just got to get near guy who throws presents at you so that you can refill your health. I love guy who throws presents. What a good guy. See, that could potentially be Xander.
Was actually supposed to be Xander, who was Present Man.
I think so. It's good that he was present at the time. That's the kind of humor I have.
Come on, hold up, do it.
So,
come on, you're right there.
At this point in Buffy, yeah, I think the school still existed. So this is pretty accurate, I suppose.
Did the school something Hellmouth or?
Well, I mean, in the first episode of Buffy, you find out that the school's over the Hellmouth. But yeah, the school kind of sort of gets absolutely destroyed once or twice.
Multiple times?
Well, once at graduation. I know. It does get rebuilt later on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks suspiciously the same as the original school.
You know, they've got a blueprint, and they're gonna rebuild it. No improvements, no detractions.
Yeah, I still love that it's at graduation that essentially the school goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay, just so everybody knows right now, Tetsuya, Bendy Human, and Polterghost are essentially in the same branching path area. Tetsuya got here first, Bendy second, Polterghost third. We should see some people get past this screen, though.
Yeah, I hope so. Eventually, I mean, I kind of think, should I have given people a hint to punch walls? But, I figured it out on my own when I played through this game blind, so...
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
I mean, they already found out that you can punch things in the background.
The game explains it to you in the previous stage and every time you hit a switch. And at some point, those walls are suspicious.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Tetsuya using the laser rifle. Yeah, electrocute them. That didn't do much.
I believe Tetsuya thinks he needs to kill everybody, which is a good move, but eventually they're going to figure this out.
Yeah, the crossbow is pretty strong. Buffy uses that from time to time in the show. It's a decent weapon.
I feel like this, and I can't prove this, that enemies have different strengths and weaknesses depending on the items that you're using.
I could see that.
I could be mistaken.
Honestly, the crossbow is very useful in the Buffy show, partially because the bolts are usually wooden, and if you can shoot a vampire through the heart from a distance, you don't even have to get up close to fight them. They're just dead. They're gone. They're dust.
That's just efficiency.
Yeah.
It's smart movements.
Well, I think Polterghost may have moved into the lead.
Oh yeah, Polterghost definitely moved into the lead here.
Oh my gosh, the hotel Wi-Fi is paying off.
I believe this is the last room of the split, but I could be mistaken.
I think of this split, you're probably right. Rurik starting to get caught up as well. A little bit of work here, though. So, just so everybody knows, sort of the arc that's going on right now is the arc leading up to the boss, Adam.
And that's correct. You're right.
Adam,
how'd you know? Oh, let me go!
I'm looking at an FAQ here. That's why. And it looks like
Tetsuya's punched the wall.
Yeah, Tetsuya is probably not happy about that.
Yep. And now Tetsuya's in the other heinous jump room, which is slightly different from the one we see on Poltergeist's room, but it's not great. Like, you make a jump that doesn't look possible.
Aw, yeah, that's what Buffy's all about. Doing the impossible, heck yeah.
And there's also an enemy that likes to camp out at the top of the jump, so...
Well, that's nice. Oh, that's a death, but deaths are not too punishing in this game, luckily. The Rurik is almost caught up. The Rurik gonna be entering the area that Bendy Human is in just a second, just so everybody knows. Poltergeist is in the lead, followed by Tetsuya, Bendy Human in third, and the Rurik is in fourth. However, Bendy Human has been stuck here for so long that it's possible that he will move from first to last just because of how, like, not clear what you're supposed to do in this area.
And Rourke is going to be moving onto this screen somewhat soon. And it just comes down if Rourke's going to figure this out right away or not. But I am delightfully impressed with how close this match is. Also, shout out to the jump that Tetsuya's trying to make. That's definitely it. That's the jump. You can make it. Lady with a crowbar at the top doesn't like to let you do that though.
Lady with a crowbar, my least favorite lady.
Of all the ladies in the world, one with crowbar, possibly not in my top 10.
Not dateable.
Okay,
in my opinion, Okay, depends on how she used the crowbar.
Calculester voice.
The Calculester? Wait. I know Calculester, but why don't I remember who it is?
It's from Monster Prom. You use the same voice that you used when you were voicing Calculester.
I was going more Mayery, but yeah, Calculester's about right too. It's hard.
Okay, Tetsuya might get through this. Oh, Poltergeist is through this. And now they should be matching up. Hopefully. And Rourke's gonna be entering this room too. Rourke punches the wall. Rourke's gonna pass Bendy Human. This is incredible.
Oh my gosh, good job, the Rurik. Yeah, I feel bad for Bendy Human, but again, with games like this, you have to learn your lessons. And the lesson here is essentially learn the game taught you that you can interact with the background. So go and interact with that background.
Yeah, Rourke is he's on the same stage as Bendy now, but Rourke punched the wall earlier, so that's gonna happen. We're gonna see this happen. Possibly even move into second, which is an incredible feat from last place in the last 10 minutes of the match or so.
Oh yeah. Poltergeist, by the way, is on the next area here. Is that right?
Yep, Poltergeist is on there with Adam.
Yeah. Now, the annoying thing about Adam is that he thinks he's all invincible and blah blah because guess what? The Institute, the place with college students, just like created him, and he's supposed to be genetically superior, blah blah blah, and he just brags about how humans are weak, and he's all philosophical. And of course, they named him Adam because they're so pretentious. They're like, we created a new type of human. I'm like, okay, Joss Whedon, put the pen down, okay? Put the pen down. You can write something else here.
Bendy's trying to punch things, and like punching in the air. I bet Bendy's gonna find the wall real soon.
Adam, the modern Prometheus. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah!
I love that there's one episode of Buffy that, like, this guy shows up who's supposed to be invincible. She pulls out a rocket launcher. Bam! He dies.
Incredible.
It's so good.
Bendy moves into the same room as Tetsuya now. No, the one that Poltergeist went through, rather, I should say.
Yeah. Like, honestly, people are doing extremely well in this match. And what are the stakes for the players? How many points do they have at this point?
I'll be honest, I don't know the answer to that question.
Well, that tends to be the case. I'll go ahead and try to find that out.
A rogue message in chat says 17. Nobody goes home.
Yes, 17 points is what they have. Nobody is getting eliminated, but it will make things a lot easier for the person who comes in first, and a lot more difficult for the person who comes in last.
Mm-hmm. Now, Poltergeist and Tetsuya are in the same room. I think Poltergeist is getting to the end of it, though. Like, we should be seeing a bonus timer soon.
Probably. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're getting a slideshow over there. Still, it's proof that Poltergeist is playing this game. And honestly, who doesn't love PowerPoint?
Not my favorite program on the internet, but...
Wait, you use yours on the internet? I've been downloading it this entire time!
That's... Such a please. Wait, Poltergeist running away from... Oh, looking for the health drop. Running away from the level exit for some reason, but...
That's how it goes. Sometimes you just gotta do more stuff, you know, jump to the left and go to the left, I guess. Crawl a little bit. What are you doing,
They're going to be dropping into the bonus
Poltergeist?
stage, and they dropped into the bonus stage, and now here comes Adam after this bonus stage. And I'm really surprised Rourke is still in this stage, because they punched the wall right away. But these guys hurt, so getting away from them is not the easiest.
Yeah, honestly, considering that everybody runs as fast as Buffy, it's just not. And that you're jumping using R to jump. And, oh my gosh, that's like the biggest sin with this game.
Yeah, and also running in this game is double tap, and it's not super responsive to actually getting the run going. So sometimes you just double tap, and then Buffy casually strolls to the right, and it's not what you want. I'm sorry for the full screen flashing when you kick a rat.
Oh yeah, thank you for mentioning that right now. At least people know now. At least you know.
Yeah, whenever you like fight an animal, like a rat or a snake, and I think it's just rats, snakes, and bats, the whole screen flashes green for whatever reason.
Weird.
And Tetsuya moving into here.
Into the bonus?
Poltergeist is fighting Adam.
Yeah, Tetsuya could potentially, I don't know, depending on who deals more damage to Adam.
Mm-hmm. I think we should be able to tell that.
Yeah, I think Poltergeist is gonna kill Adam in just a second, though. Like,
Yep. A rock fell on Adam and he's gone.
I actually didn't see any strats there just because of the hotel Wi-Fi. But hey, it worked. There goes Adam. Yeah, I think it's pretty definitive. Poltergeist is probably going to take the victory here.
When you have enough items, you can just spam them at the bosses and get past them.
And that's the way to do it. Honestly, since we're in the final minute of the match, everybody should just be using all of their items to try to make progress past any of the enemies that are stopping them.
Absolutely. At least we did have people go down multiple routes and it was trackable, so that's good. This game can come out of the tube and bin. And
Tetsuya is doing just that, just chucking everything that he has. I love to see it. Oh, that was good. Good fight, Tetsuya.
That's how to fight those bosses. Get those power-ups or items and throw them as much as you can at them.
Oh, yeah, what's great about this match, by the way, is that even if players have gotten walled from time to time, everybody has made progress. And it's nice to know that this game has a way that you can keep making more progress through it. It's not just a giant wall all the time. But we hit our own wall because that is time, everybody. That is the match. We are donezo with the Buffzo.
Dunzo with the buff, so Percentage's favorite saying.
As of today. Maybe no longer tomorrow, you know? So I think it is relatively clear Polterghost has taken the victory today. Tetsuya second, Bendy Human third, and the Rurik fourth. Nobody getting eliminated, but it definitely is showing who is going to have an easier time in the fourth round to make it into the bracket. Yeah, so let me go ahead and I'll see if Polterghost Wi-Fi is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel they did?
You know what? That was incredibly close. I'm so proud of everybody. That went so well on everyone's side for the most part. And the fact that the stage everyone was on, like Polterghost was one stage ahead of Tetsuya, who was one stage ahead of Bendy, who was one stage ahead of Rourke. Which is just amazing. Everyone did so well.
Kate, you are correct about the rankings, because for sure, first is Polterghost, second Tetsuya, third is Bendy, and fourth is Rurik. Hello there, Polterghost, and congratulations! You take the victory today, and Tetsuya put up a picture of Buffy the Vampire Slayer with the stupidest character in the show, and the only thing that makes me angrier about the stupid character in that picture is that they absolutely made her to be hated. And, and it worked. Okay, sorry. Polterghost, let's talk to you. How are you doing?
Howdy. It's been a while since I've been here.
A hot minute, yeah. So, congratulations. You definitely made the most progress. Yeah, her name is Dawn, and in my opinion, she doesn't exist because she's dumb. She's also Harriet the Spy. And sorry. Okay, Polterghost, what did you think about this game?
It's passable for a Game Boy Advance game. I
It's
think that's a pretty good accolade for it.
Yeah, I would say that. It played the whole time. The jump button was on R, which is an excellent spot for it.
Yeah, honestly,
I think there was some really dumb mechanics.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, it sometimes threw things at you that you didn't really expect to be, like, it wasn't super obvious that you had to do something different. I know everybody was stuck in the school trying to find that wall to punch.
I feel like Polter got through it like right away though. Like you were behind everyone else when the school was happening. Like Tetsuya and Bendy got there around the same time, and Bendy got stuck there a long time. It's so fast, but you just kind of punched that wall immediately and kept moving.
Yeah, everybody got there.
Yeah.
You had the easiest time with that. Yeah, Polterghost. So
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. I'm like, all right, well, I see a guy in the background. What do I do to get him? I'll punch the glass, of course.
yeah.
It's that key behind the boards that really got people.
Yeah, that definitely threw people
Well, I
for
didn't
a
know
loop.
what to do about that at first. I thought I had to kill the big guys, and then when that didn't work, I kind of realized, oh, that's something else.
Yeah. Have you seen any Buffy the Vampire Slayer Polterghost?
Oh man, I watched that back when my mother was in college, when she used to tape that on VHS, so
Oh,
I
my
watched a
mother
bit
too.
of Buffy with her.
Yeah, the thing
But I was more into Angel because I like the detective aspects of that series.
Interesting. I've never seen Angel. Although I believe it's also on Amazon Prime, which, by the way, if you have Amazon Prime, everybody, you can drop a sub if you want. But yeah, I should go watch Angel, mostly because I love Cordelia, and I need more Cordelia in my life. She's amazing.
I've never watched Angel.
Well, I mean, Cordelia is in Buffy, and then she goes on an adventure with Angel, and yeah, that's essentially the reason that I want to watch it, for Cordelia, the stuck-up jerk, who I absolutely love.
You know, it's good. It's good to know who you love in this world. And if it's Cordelia, it's Cordelia, and that's okay.
It is Cordelia. Yeah, 100%. Like, here's the deal. She's the biggest jerk, but she holds no... Like, she doesn't have a facade. She's very forward with how much of a jerk she is, and she's perfect. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyways, I could spew my love about Buffy the Vampire Slayer pretty much all night, but we have 2 other matches. Polterghost, do you have anything you want to plug or anything that people should know about coming up for you?
God, well, I'm joining Sting X2's swap race, which is going to enter its next leg sometime within the next month, and I will be streaming some card games in the near future because I'm running a weekly event online.
Ooh, like what card games?
So, specifically one called Exceed Fighting System, which literally has like Street Fighter and Blaze Blue characters and Shovel Knight. You have them basically play in a 2D fighter, but with cards.
Interesting. Huh. What was that called again? I think you cut out a bit.
I did some Exceed Fighting System.
Exceed Fighting System. Okay.
Yeah. I've done some work for it. My name's in the credits somewhere in the rulebook.
Are you serious? Well, that's cool.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go and like
that's
at
one of the few
least
things
look it
I'm
up.
proud about.
Yeah, all I know is I know some of the characters you've talked about, and I know that Blaze Blue, I should ask nothing about that because apparently it makes no sense. Yeah.
Oh no, it's completely baffling.
Well, thank you so much, Polterghost. Everybody, if you want to check out Exceed Fighting System, go, Google it. It is definitely out there. I'd be interested in seeing what you did specifically for that because that would be pretty cool. Thank you so much, Flannel Cat. I'll see both of you next time.
Y'all have a good rest of your Kuso6rande. I'll be back in the future. Night, everybody.
Bye.
And I'll be back for round 4.
Heck
See ya.
yeah, see ya. Well, everybody, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We had a very fun watch with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm sort of still of the opinion that even though it is a bad game, it's kind of fun, and honestly, for fans of Buffy, I feel like it would have been a pretty fair, fun playthrough, except for that Arta jump. Ugh. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad before we do the next reveal. See you in 1 minute for our second game. It's doing a multiplayer. I hate the name multiplayer ad. It's not a multiplayer ad, it's a survey ad. That's what it is, okay? Do I like... What kind of shoe is the new Muck Slider? How is this a vote? What the Oh, I almost said a bad word. What the crap is a Muck Slider? Is it like McDonald's new shoe? I don't know.